Yo, 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 yo. Welcome, guys. We are starting the Thursday stream with something a bit odd. It is not the usual, how would we say, Discord shenanigans. However, we are starting with leveling up our character for this campaign, which is Ushinatthan. The DM gave us the green lights last session, last week, to up, yeah, to level up our little characters. Although we do have a surprise for this session. For those who did not follow last week's session or did not see the VOD on YouTube, we're going back in time to our previous carnations, essentially. About 200 years back in the past, where our souls have gone to previous versions of ourselves. At this point, I'm still trying to figure out what we're gonna do with that character. His name is Faris, but I think I might give him a French kind of like a tune-up. So we might call him, instead of Faris, Fifari. Because the French don't like to pronounce stuff, so we're throwing away that S. So yeah, let's quickly level up our character. It's gonna be fun though, because we can choose a feat. There we go. Manage character levels. Hopefully this week D&D Beyond is not as glitchy as it was. It's always not fun. Level 12. Nice. So we're gonna skip the spells for now, because the spells are always a headache, and we can choose them every day, so not too important. So we kind of do have, if people are a bit confused, we have, it's not a homebrewed, but it is a cleric domain that was introduced in non-official ways. It's a domain that is in more third-party campaigns, I would say. I think it was introduced there. I can't remember. It's been a while. So yeah, we are playing a travel cleric domain. Travel domain cleric, where he's all about travel, like movement. We have with the, where is it? Overland expedition. We are unaffected by difficult terrain. Pretty much sure that includes magical difficult terrain as well. So entanglement and stuff like that will not be any problems for us. But yeah, we also get some bonus traveling if it is for long hours. Although in this setting, it's probably not going to be applicable, since I think our Pirate Cove is about, 30 minutes to an hour away by boat. So if you're flying, it's probably like 20 minutes, I would say. Yeah. We do also get like a bonus action, kind of like disengage, which is so cool. So we can do rogue stuff. And then yeah, we get some nice spells. Oh yeah, this is a bunch of nonsense we're getting with that. Is it this one? Oh. Can't really see it, but we get some nice spells like teleportation circle. We get long strider, fly, misty step, all kinds of like nice spells. Our channel divinity is actually quite interesting as well. Here's it. Divine transposition. So basically, we can play musical chairs in combat. I can basically swap 3 willing small medium creatures within 60 feet of me, and we can swap places. It'd be like, now you see me, and now you see our tank. It's kind of like a very interesting setup and very fun to play with. It's not come in clutch just yet because the fights, although have been quite hard, haven't been in a state where our backline is currently under attack and our front line is out of position. So, because we're playing with experienced players, it's not really needed, but hey, you never know. Our Divine Strike is also force base, 1d8 force damage, which is so nice. And in 2 levels, it becomes 2d8, so that's gonna be fun. My Divine Intervention has not worked, even though I've tried multiple times. We're hoping that since we're another level, that 0.1%, like that 1% chance increases be nice. But yeah. So let's see. We can either increase our API, uh, sorry, ASI, which could be nice. Currently, we're sitting with a bit of a problem with being not tanky enough since we're kind of being the suited frontline at this point. But I feel like the stats are good enough though. It's +3, and a +5 on our spellcasting ability. So yeah, I don't think we need to up our intelligence. We have like 3 wizards, so we have a lot of intelligent people in our party. So I'm kind of leaning forward towards a feat. Now, some nice feats to have is alerts. That +5 to initiative will always help, but I kind of feel like as a cleric, it comes in clutch to heal after your party has taken damage, so probably not the go-to. There's probably another better feat. Divinely focused. I think that is a homebrewed one. I don't think this is. Yeah. This is just. I think that's a homebrewed feat. Or to be honest, I haven't really kept up with 5e. So if it's something new they added, good for them. At this point, I kind of gave up on D&D after the whole um, content creation kind of policies and nonsense that went up. Yeah, durable is not gonna be too much. We're probably not gonna. We don't really want any extra spells. We have like all the spells we need. Oh yeah, see, here's the homebrewed stuff. We're just gonna skip that. This is not my homebrewed stuff, to be honest. This is our DM playing around and doing DM stuff. Lucky is always nice, but I don't. Do we need luck? It might come in handy, to be honest. Like having rerolls on important saves could just be a good outcome. So maybe I'll keep an eye on him, but I think there's still some better things we can take. Mage Slayer. No, it's not gonna be too important. I don't think we need to focus on mobile. We already have disengages and stuff like that, so I'm not too observant. Like it kind of like having a past perception is always nice, but my wisdom's already maxed out, so putting this into intelligence just feels bad, to be honest. So I'm gonna pass on that one as well. Our whip does slashing damage. The piercer is, and also we're a cleric, so we're not focused on damage. Like our rogue does enough damage. Trust. With our homebrew rules, where if you crit, you do full damage plus whatever you roll. It's insane. He does like 150 to 200 damage if he rolls well. I think his base is like for a 140, so whatever he rolls is plus 140. So it's just insane and stupid. Like that's a very scary rogue. I kind of am leaning towards Shield Master since we are getting a Druid monk, so we're gonna have a very tanky front line. I do feel this is kind of good. Like all those AOE's. We're probably gonna have to deal with the dragon at some point, an Elder Brain Dragon. So having this kind of list is good. The last boss we need to still kind of kill that we got the level up from like weird shenanigans. Uh, yeah, do check out that last episode. It was so chaotic, and I got so riled up because the Zodars kind of just misinterpreted what I wanted. So I kind of feel it's the DM just trying to create nonsense, but like he's forcing that to go regardless of what I'm trying to do. So he's just like, you're giving me the opportunity and just took it. So I kind of became the DM's scapegoat, I feel. But yeah, so yeah. The thing is, like a bonus action shove is nice. Although my athletics is trash. I think my strength modifier is +0 and my athletics is not even proficient or anything like that. It does have a advantage on grappling since I'm a ooze, the plasmoid race. But yeah, I don't think that's ever going to happen. My shield is bit tanky though, so I'm not gonna lie. My shield, I have a fast shield. It's a +4 AC because think we bumped it up to a rare shield, so it's +4 to my AC, which actually puts my AC at like 20 right now, which is nice because I'm not using um metal armor, so like your half plates and your full plate armor. I'm actually using leather armor to be a bit more mobile. Um, so yeah. So adding that +4 to dexterity saving throws might be nice. If you aren't incapacitated, you can add your shield's AC bonus, which is in our case +4 right now, to any dexterity saving throw you make against a spell or other harmful effect that targets only you. So that's kind of where it comes in, like the wording comes in thing. It says targets only you. So if it's a breath weapon, it's not going to be too good though. But hmm, I don't know. But you never know. It might come in handy. The last effect is what I actually want. If you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, you can use your reaction to take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw, interposing the shield between you and the source of the effect. So kind of like I'm wasting my reaction to then, well, it's kind of like it's a very bad evasion, right? Rogue evasion. So I can use my reaction. So if I succeed, I take no damage instead of half damage. So, it's kind of not the best, but it's also not the worst, to be honest. I don't think we need more. Yeah, maybe. But putting my. We're only gonna like go for the effects, right? So the crit effect, to be honest. Um, so they have disadvantage on their attack rolls. But to be honest, the bosses don't really attack. They just do weird things and then screw us all over. So I'm gonna pass on that one as well. Tough is always nice. That's gonna be like an instant like 20 HP or something. That's actually 12, 24 HP. 24 HP, not gonna lie, might make a difference. It really might make a difference. Telepathic's not gonna be good because we have a wizard that have kind of constantly have his mind linked, so that's kind of irrelevant. Um, our other wizard can use this. I think he does have this feat, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think he has telekinetic. And then I think the last thing we can go for is Warcaster. So having advantage on Constitution saving throws to keep my spells up, because clerics actually have a lot of um, concentration spells, like my auras and stuff. That's all concentration. Debuffs, concentration. So it's kind of good. And then since I'm wearing shields, I'm kind of like my DM allowed us to currently have 4 arms as a slime. So essentially, I'm using my shield. I always have my shield and my weapon equipped in 2 hands, and then the 2 other mini hands we're using for spellcasting, or like mini arms. So it's kind of like what we're going for so far, just to make it a bit easier. Um, since these fights can get quite hectic. But this is also kind of a nice thing, right? We can use my reaction to make an attack of opportunity by casting a spell. But when we're a supportive healer, that's almost never gonna come up though. And I'd rather use my whip because I have the sentinel feat with my, and we kind of customized my whip so it kind of does the pull arm master thing. So I'm probably never going to use my reaction to cast a spell. And we just want it to for the constitution, right? Ah, this one is a bit hard. Not gonna lie, this one's a bit hard. Like having that advantage on saving throws will be on concentration checks would be so nice. And this doesn't really matter because we're already bypassing it. And unless Ushi just goes full mental and starts to do damage, but we don't really need it because our one wizard is just damage. The other one support. We have a warlock wizard coming in. So they're gonna do basically the same thing, I think. So it's gonna be interesting, and I'm not too sure about this. I don't know. We do want to lean towards something. I think maybe lucky though. Having at luck points just like reroll might come in clutch, you know? But then again, Shield Master is so good. Yeah, I wonder. Like, if you guys see the, let me know in chat, and for the YouTubers, the YouTube frogs, let me know in comments what you guys would have done in my situation, because I'm having a real tough time, not gonna lie. We could go resilient, to be honest. Gain that extra proficiency, you know. Ooh, that could be nice. Am I not proficient in... Hold up. Wait. Hold up. No, this is not what we wanted. Let's quickly minimize this. Close this, because we do not want that. What we do want is quickly going back to my character sheet. And full screen. So our dex is not. But our con is proficient, so Yeah. And the thing is, the only like we can increase our constitution, I guess. Make it a +4. It will buff our, give us another like what, 12 HP. Dex saves would be nice. Yeah, like I said, my athletics is so trash. We could put in like a point in strength and intelligence to put those up by one. Not sure if it'll be much of a difference, but hey, you never know. So yeah, let's see. We could do this. But again, I don't think this is good. I think there could be better stuff. Yeah, I don't like the chromatic dragon one. The metallic one has wings, right? You learn the cure wind spell, which I already do have as a cleric, and you can cast that. We could increase the AC, but like at some point the AC is not gonna matter, right? I like later levels, so kind of just a waste, I would say. Hmm. Wait, wasn't there a leadership one? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I am not seeing it. Oh, here it is. Inspire leader. We could do this as well, right? So before we go into fights, we can inspire people. Hmm. And it's permanently, right? It's until it's finished a short rest or long rest, right? So like, it's not bad. My charisma is not the best. I think my charisma is like what, +2? +1. Yeah, so our DM let us roll. So the stats were kind of like iffy. Best stats I rolled. We rolled 3 times to choose the best. So my charisma is +1. So that's not nice. So it's only gonna be +1 to this. But with my level increasing, it would be 12 plus that one. So maybe like 13 temp, and that could be good, but you know, it feels like there's something you could do that's better. Don't need that because I'm a cleric. Aberrant Dragon Mark. Aberrant Dragon Mark. Again, I don't think we need extra spells. Although, we could get... Ooh. We could get an epic boon if our DM allows it. Because we are over 10. Right? So we have a 10% chance of getting it. Uh, Field focus would be kind of nice, but I don't think our demo would allow that because it's a bit homebrewed. It's from the critical role um, world where you can basically have two spells, but you need to roll concentration checks at the end of it, and if you fail, you lose both. But it would be nice though. I think I'm just gonna go Shield Master. To be honest, that half damage will just come in clutch later on. Yep. So we don't have any nice features. Yeah, no. Now this is where we get spicy stuff. We get more spell levels, which in turn means we can get more level 6 spells. Last session, I casted Bladed Barrier. It was kind of okay, but also then it wasn't. Because this guy just ran through. But having that extra spell for heal and then also offensive or defensive recall is quite nice. Not gonna lie, it is quite nice. For some reason, don't know, maybe you was kids or was adults could help me out. For some reason, D&D Beyond keeps glitching in Gears. Gears, or how you want to pronounce it. But the thing is, I don't want it, right? It keeps auto putting, like, after every long rest, it automatically puts it in, and I have to manually unselect it every single time. It's kind of annoying. Don't know why it happens, but yeah. So let's go look at our character. I'm gonna go there, go to feats, and now we have a shield master. So we have the reaction to evade. Shield master's evasion. Bro, it's a lesser rogue evasion. Just, we're just gonna be honest, it sucks. But hey, it's something. And then we can shove someone, and then oh, we cannot take resilience. Huh. Interesting. There was a thing that you couldn't take resilience if you already had the feat. I think they retro that, maybe. But yeah. And also adding it to my shield. So if we go to my shield, as you said, my shield is a +2 right now, which makes that very, very fat. That's a +4 because my shield AC is a 4, which is nice. Right. Also, don't know why this is still here. We use that because the quantity is 0. We might get a tattoo soon. We're aiming for that life well tattoo. But it has a spicy price. I'm not gonna lie. This is what we're going for. Because it seems like our whole party wants tattoos. Especially our rogue. Well, one of our rogues. And yeah, so this one, it basically gives me resistance against necrotic. So far, we haven't really done many necrotic damaging things. The whole campaign's theme is mind flares and elder brains and the corruptor and stuff like that. So it's mostly been psychic damage. But yeah. But this is kind of why I wanted it, right? You get a free death ward, and it's once per day, which is nice. So we're kind of saving up for this. We are kind of stacked. The party's kind of stacked on funds, so we could technically go get some tattoos, but hey. So now is where we get into the fun part. The new character that we got, right? Fifaris, or Fifari, as we're gonna play him. The DM has gave me some interesting information and has told me that we have a unique item. So the Orb of Perpetual Resistance. Basically, it was made by a group of warlocks in an effort to win a game of lawn bowls. Like, that is the most weird thing ever. But hey, I guess it works, right? It works. So when you receive damage, right, you're attacked and you take damage. Oof. There goes down my HP. I can use my reaction to gain resistance to the damage type for 1d4 rounds. And has 3 charges per day. So we could later put that and give it to Ushi, which that will be super fun. I'm not gonna lie, that will be super fun. So yeah, I don't know what we want to do with this guy though, because he has high dex, low strength, but he's mostly made to work with a greatsword, but he has a +1. So like, if we just highlight this, right? Look at that. A +5 to hit, and he does +1 damage. But he's made to deal with that, because if we go to our feet, Savage Attacker with a melee weapon, the only 2 weapons he has, we'll go back to spells later. He is a variant Asma. So we have light spells like Light, Lesser Restoration, Daylight from this race, which I guess would kind of be okay. We're not going to be too focused on that. But he has Chainmail on, which kind of sucks, to be honest. I might unequip that. And just, like, unequip that. Having this, like, thing is, yeah. And then adding this plus my shield plus, like, what? We can maybe, we're in a barracks, so I might twist the DM's finger. Or twist his arm, sorry. To kind of get a finesse weapon, like maybe a rapier with a shield, or like I think a scimitar will be best, you know, or a short sword. I kind of already have a whip on Ushi, so I kind of don't want to have another whip on Ushi. Like, oh no, sorry, on this character. But yeah, so his stats are like kind of decent. 16 intelligence, 19 wisdom, 14 charisma. Constitution's not that high, so I'm not really tanky, but it's okay. We have a druid monk. That's how we're introducing them, going back into the past, and then they're coming with us or something like. I don't know, bro. I do not know. It's gonna be weird. The DM has time stuff. It's always when you're messing with time, it starts getting weird. So we'll see. Yeah. So the stats are not bad. It just feels bad because if the dexterity was in strings, it would have been so much better, because then we could have used this Night Grey Sword. Because if we're going to his class features, right? His fighting style is great with master. Also, these characters were automatically rolled by the DM, so these are random characters. Like, they're randomized from start to finish. No one made them to make them this bad, but it just happens. The dice roll said this. So he has a great whip master, so it's kind of like this becomes useless because we're not going to use that, right? Second wind is still good. Access surge is still good. We are battle masters, so we do have some nice maneuvers. We have Weaver's tools, which is so weird, and Tantan. But yeah, proficiencies, so weird. And also, this man took Loxodon for language on his background. A language. That's random, bro. Like Celestial Common Loxodon, that's such a random combination, but yeah. Anyways, so we have Fainting Attack, Ambush, we have Commanding Presence, which we might. The +2 Charisma is not bad, to be honest. Goading Attack, Quick Toss, probably never going to use that because we don't have daggers or darts or stuff like that, so this is probably never going to be used. Evasive Footwork might be, but hey, it might just be for like a very weird situation. And then Rally, which honestly could work and could not work, but it's a bonus action, so maybe. We do have 5 superiority dice, so you never know. If I'm not mistaken, you get them back off the you get them back off the short rest, so not the worst maneuvers. We do have extra attack, so we're gonna attack a lot. We can attack 3 times. So that's kind of like why I want a melee weapon instead of like a crossbow or something. It's like I feel like I'm just gonna run out of ammo so fast. Indomitables also. No Die Enemy is quite interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Very RP, like RP kind of like effect, but hey, you know. Going at the racial, we have Healing Hands, which might come in clutch, and then spells. That's about it. We do have Dark Vision, so it's not too bad. Going to the description, we did not personalize things. He has, I don't know. He has like a cockatoo or something on his shoulder. I can't remember what that bird species is. But anyways, so his background is an inheritor. I don't think that's gonna come in clutch for this like side story, essentially. So yeah, but it could be the reason why he joined the barracks, right? Became a warrior, or there's some kind of inheritance, and working towards that. Let's put some music on. It's way too quiet. Way too quiet. Let's see. Hate those ads, bro. Hate ads. And I don't have ad blocker on this. Sorry, we don't have those things. We don't have YouTube Premium on the app. So might be a good investment for later on, but for now, dealing with some weird, very weird. Okay. How's that? Is the music about? I think it's a bit too loud, so let's just dial it down a little bit. Is that better? I think it's better, right? That's better. Yeah, maybe a little bit down. Yeah, I think that's good. That's good. That's good. Feels like good. Level. So yeah, that is our new character. I was kind of thinking of making a better like a Frenchie, you know, giving a very like a bad French accent because my French is so bad. I haven't spoken French like 4 or 5 years, like properly spoken French. So I don't think my French accent is as good as it used to be. So we might get a very scuffed French character. I do like the fact that he is a very intelligent person. So kind of giving him a whole philosopher aspect, right? He has a Tantan and Weaver's tools proficiencies. He has this very unique uh, language choice of Loxodon. Kind of like, you know, elephants, wise, um, very historical kind of guy with the arcana being high. But he's also very wise. So like my survival's decent. So I don't know. Kind of thinking like a French philosopher vibes. And then we kind of play that into being forced from instead of artwork, we could go maybe he had to like go and fight. So he can find his inheritance, right? Like maybe the inheritance was a prerequisite. He needs to be able to fight his way to it, or it's in a location where he needs to be like fight his way. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, right? This French philosopher, not very good at fighting. That's kind of like why he's using a great sword and two weapon fighting styles when he's not really that strong. More like a dexterous guy that's wise, intelligent, and okay, it's a bit smooth, but not too much. Now let's go check. The DM did send me some information this week about our characters. Let's go through it. So our characters start to remember. At first, they were fragments and with like pictures and names. But then we start getting to like the memories of this current coronation of ourselves start coming through. And I kind of like realized that I am Ferrari. That's how we're gonna go for it. Ferrari. Instead of Fafaris. You know, sounds better. He is a fighter, Battle we saw that. So, he knows that there are 6 noble houses of the Duchy, which they're talking about expanding. Currently, the Perning House, their leader is Ellie, Lazy Eye Sachs. The Lockham House, their leader is Galan Fafir. The Arrow is Igert or Joygard. Joygar. Don't know. The Herringbrand is Gisco, and the Brewman House is actually Zemo, which is very spicy because at the moment, Zemo is a villain in the main story. Like I said, this happened 200 years ago, so we don't know what happened. Like there were some hints and some memories that we looked into with the Zemo, and it's kind of like he was fighting with Mercy and stuff, if I can remember correctly, and then something happened. Also, some stuff happened before I joined the campaign, so I'm not too sure about that, but it's very suspicious that Zemo is the leader of the Brewman House. And the Brewman House currently is the only house that seems to be affiliated with Mercy in some kind of way. Like her symbols and stuff are all over the house, so that's very interesting, not gonna lie. And then the Orbo House, their leader is Sneaky Coins. So, my character is one of the Royal Guard. We have been sworn to protect Brianna, Mm. from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the schism. And we have been sworn to protect Brianna from the sc I have been a god for 3 years now. My squad members are Arnhem, Urbalar, Kramon, and our captains, which are the new 2 players, are Nemo and Zanon. Zanon. I will kind of hear how she wants to pronounce that. And they have trained us. It kind of like he's kind of just creating this bond between our characters to make it a bit easier, new character introduction. So since we trained quite a bit under our captains, we'll have this kind of like sense of loyalty and duty towards them, and like there's a bond, right? Instead of having to forge one. We do have a character secret though, and that is during during his time at the castle, we have seen a strange woman walk the halls, and everyone seems to respect her, right? Like she's respected within the halls of the barracks, or like where we're in the Royal Guard, like wherever we are stationed. But she is not a part of it. She's not part of the guard. Like she's never been there, like on duty. So she's not affiliate. Like she's not part of the guard. But she's respected by it. So it's kind of like I'm thinking he's hinting at mercy. But I guess we'll see it, right? And then, like and the other information he gave us was the unique item, which he said how we use it is up to us. There is also the possibility of keeping it safe for 200 years. So essentially, I can leave this item, the Orb of Perpetual Resistance, to Ushi, and that could be a huge bonus, not gonna lie. Having resistance for 1d4 turns, it's insane. Especially if I can do that for the psychic damage, it will be so easy to deal with that nonsense, to be honest. So yeah, so I don't know, let me know what you guys think. I'm kind of going towards the French philosopher kind of way, with kind of like maybe his parents have a military or a combat background. You know, he is an Asmar, so maybe it's like a Asmar of a battle deity or an angel or something, I don't know. And the way for him to get this inheritance is to prove himself in combat. Or the inheritance, to get it, there's like a key or something at like the lowest floor in like a labyrinth or a dungeon or something. I don't know. We might just wing it, to be honest. Like I always do, because it's the funnest way to go about it. We are currently waiting a bit for our rest of our friends to join, party members to join, because we're only starting within another half an hour, so we still have some time to chill, and they usually get you around 10:15, 2, depends. The DM's usually the first one there. So yeah, I go a bit through our characters, kind of like our parties right now. So the main parties are this our rogue, our very scary rogue, Amon, Unity, Pureblood, Phantom Rogue. He is very scary. He abuses poison daggers and stuff. Very big abuser of poison. Then we have our friendly gnome pirate wizard, Cassius. Uh, he's a fun character to play with. We also have Malice, which has been the newest. Uh, Before that, the player was playing. Where is it? Is it Pirate Captain Riddle? That was his main character, but kind of switched. Not know what the reasons was. In fact, it's still there. It's just he's off doing his own thing. So we kind of got Malice. She's all about just damage. She'll throw a fireball 5 times, kind of thing. This beautiful thematic chain lightning in the last session, which I'm not gonna lie, was nutty. And Sayas are supposed to be our designated tank, but the player has a bit of like work interfering, so they can't always be there. So when we do see Sayas, usually more like a guest appearance than actual thing. We don't really need our tank. We have pretty much good party already. I think they're mostly there for emergencies. Yeah. So that's big Asmar angel lady who really knows how to kill something. Then we have Ushinatthan, which is my character, the plasmoid. And these are 2 new characters, Nemo and Zenon, or Zanon. We'll see how she wants to pronounce that. 2 new players joining the campaign this week. They are a druid. We can have a sneak peek. Don't tell anyone. We'll have a quick sneak peek at the characters. We're not really allowed to look at their sheets, but if you don't tell, I won't tell. So we're just gonna go look at the features. He is a druid. Let's see which druid he took though. Circle of the Stars. Now that is an interesting thing though, because most likely he won't use his, because the beast shape or the wild shape of a Circles of the Star druid is usually an astral form and not really a tanky bear or something, right? But I guess it kind of makes thematical sense with the monk, which is the where is it? Yeah, astral self, right? Here it is. Yeah, way of the astral self. So I guess it kind of makes sense. He's kind of like a spacey guy. Yeah. Threw him out again. And then he is a warlock, an archfey wizard, archfey warlock with, wow, okay. Sorry. So, sorry, I'm going down the wrong throat. Wrong part of my throat. But hey. So, oh yeah, warlock, archfey, kind of cool, very charming kind of thing going on for like the archfey guys. Where is it? Yeah. So you can like charm people or creatures, and I don't like Fae's the maze thing. Feywild, that's some weird stuff right there. It's fun, but not my cup of tea, to be honest. Way too many like uh, charming and deception stuff going on. The interesting part is though, using an arcane tradition is School of Illusion. So I guess he's kind of like going into the whole deception though. That might be cool. Kind of think that. We'll see.